1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this live, welcome in. I would love to have you comment, ask questions, introduce yourself. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you are watching this on replay, same thing. I would love to have you comment, ask questions, and hit the like button. So I will get back to your questions and comments when I go over, when I look through all of my comments. So don't think because you're not watching this live that you can't ask questions or comments, because I will get back to you. It's just not going to be in real time. So I'm working on a poncho. This is the project I'm working on today. It's different. I'm not working on a virus shawl. My virus shawl is sitting right there. I'm taking a little break. Hello. Hello. So I'm working on one of my summer ponchos. This is the mesh, summer mesh poncho pattern. Right here, I had one yesterday that sold like within a couple hours of me listing it. This is mine that I wore to church the other day. Hello guys. Hi Gladys, how are you? Hello Mary. Hello Bree. Hi Mary, how are you? How is the Colorado weather? It is very smoky here today. The skies are just filled with smoke from the forest fires we've got going. And the sun is trying to break through, but I'm hoping that all of the smoke from the fire covers the sun, so it's not going to be as hot, because it is hot. It's very hot. Hello, Lisa B. In fact, I think I'm going to turn on my circular fan because it's a little warm in here. Anybody else getting that hot summer weather? I might turn on my AC too. I have not been out here, so I turned my AC way up. Hello guys, so let me know, what are you up to? What are you guys doing? Hello Dee, how are you? Zita, welcome from Hungary. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. How are you? Hi guys, it's very nice, good. Dee, how are you doing? How's your little plan going with your plan and your boards and everything? I'm anxious to see all the improvements. Hello Donna, how are you? Welcome in. Hello guys. So let me know, what are you guys up to? What are you working on? All right, I am actually really enjoying these summer mesh ponchos because they work up very quickly. So I think I'm gonna just work through my stash and keep making a bunch of these in all kinds of different colors. So I've got my black cotton yarn right now that I really dread using black, but because this is an open weave, you know, you can see it a little better. I am good. I'm good, Donna. I am doing good. How's your doggy? Is that Rosie that you were talking about, or is it a different doggy? I hope you guys liked seeing Kiko. Kiko in my latest vlog, the little kitty that was reaching underneath the door. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. When I was editing my vlog, I kept telling Sophie, I am hearing that cat meowing. I'm hearing it in my brain, like a false memory. You know, when you're used to hearing sounds and you think you're hearing them in your head. I kept saying, I'm hearing that cat meowing. Why am I hearing the cat meowing in my head? And I didn't realize it was because I was editing the videos and he would just meow. And it was like in random parts of the video that I'd hear a meow and I would forget that it's on that video, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I am hearing like a cat meowing in my mind. And then I figured out, I said, Sophie, it's the video. It's moving along, busy with wedding stuff too. Oh, there's always something, right? Yeah, hello from Spain. Sarah, hello. Oh my gosh. I love hearing you guys visit me from all these foreign countries. It's so exciting. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh no. So what was going on? Is she old? Is that it? What was going on with her? That is so scary. And you have an emergency vet that is open overnight? Oh my gosh. Yikes. Oh, that's so scary. That is so scary. I had that little kitty here, and it's so funny. He would push out his toys underneath the door to play, and I would push him back, and then I would go in and visit with him, and he was just so cute. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Donna. I hope she gets better. Is she on medication or something, or a special diet now? It's no fun when our pets are sick because they can't talk. That's the worst thing. They can't talk. So I can't handle any pets anymore because my heart goes out to them. I want to make sure they're happy. And I kept saying, Kiko, please stop attacking that other kitty and you can be free. Why do you want to be separated? You need to play nice with the other kitty and then you can be around that other kitty all the time. I kept trying to explain it to him. He just wasn't getting it. Oh, nice. Oh, good. Oh, I'm so glad, Sarah. So what have you made? What are you making so far? Please try to make this easy poncho. This is so easy. You can do this. So make sure you guys are looking in my description of my latest blog and the description for the tutorial. There's a free pattern, a free PDF link for a free pattern for this. And you can watch the tutorial to see how I make it in a free pattern. She's fine now, special diet for life. And she's, yep, okay, God, oh, good, oh, yes. Yes, and I'm gonna try to offer more free patterns. I really love doing the free patterns and I love doing this poncho. It's so fun, I love it. And I wore mine to church and it was just so pretty. It makes you feel pretty. Anybody else that is older, that we're just, you know, we've lost our youth and we've lost all of you know, we've just sort of, we're not as beautiful as we used to be when we were younger in our minds, you know, we're just feeling like old. And so when you can put on something that's flowy and has fringe to it and it has, you know, you just twirl around and you feel pretty. And these ponchos made me feel pretty this Sunday, so it was fun wearing them. On my way to the dentist. Oh, hello, Hamda. Is it Hamda? Hello, Lisa, good luck at the dentist. Hopefully it's just like a cleaning. Hello, Nene, how are you? Yeah, Calico. Yeah, Donna, you just, you know, not to say that we're not beautiful. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. That's what I'm not saying, but it's just, you know, it just helps when you put on something that gives you a little oomph. And these ponchos something that covers my arms that I'm really insecure about. And it just made me feel pretty. So I'm starting to keep more of my crochet items and wear them to church, and that makes me feel better. Hello, Vonda. How are you? Esmeralda. I love that name. Hello, how are you? Thank you, Nene. I know, yeah, Vonda, we are, luckily, a twin size blanket. What I would do, Bree, is go on to Etsy. Go on to Etsy and search up twin size crochet blanket and see what everybody else is selling theirs for. And then put yours right around theirs. Just see what everybody else is selling. If people are selling them for $100 or $150 or $200, just price yours right around theirs. Yes. Oh, I'm glad. Did you wear it? Have you been wearing it? It does, doesn't it? Yes. I think that too, Dee. Yes. I know, Nene. Yes. This is a big insecurity of me. I've always been thin, growing, you know, just always thin. And I never in my life thought that I would have this arm issue, but I do. I think a lot of it is drainage, and I'm not moving as more than I used to, especially when I'm crocheting. Does anybody else feel that when you crochet all day long, you are not exercising? So I've just got to get more movement into my life. I really, really do. Yes, but I'm keeping my crochet stuff. Now I have a whole pile in my closet of crochet items that are mine. I never like would keep stuff. And now I'm like, yeah, I want to get some, you know, neutral colors. I might make a black for myself. I'm going to sell this one, but I might make a black poncho because I want, a lot of my church clothes are like colorful. So I would need like a neutral. So a white, a tan, or a cream or something like that that will go with everything. Now this one is gray. This one's a gray yarn, cotton yarn. And when I wore the sage green dress to church on Sunday, it just matched perfectly with that. It just looked perfect. Hello, Vilma. Welcome in, girl. How are you? Yes, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Da 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 da. Da. What is that from? What is that from? Mary Poppins? Hello. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes. So we are over 19K, guys. We're almost at 19.5, and then hopefully to get to 20. 20K is going to be a milestone, and then 25, and then I'm just going to try to keep growing. So I've got West Side Story. I would have never remembered that. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get in trouble for singing that song. I remember that. Did you guys go see the remake of that? There was a remake like a little while ago, several years ago. They had a remake with like younger kids, teenagers. I can't remember what it was called, but it was sort of like a remake of that. I'm doing good. Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping in. I've been so down. I had a really sad week last week, and I've been just trying to get over it. This morning, what happened was, in my mind, I keep picturing all of my friends' houses and my old house up there and my friends' houses. And I just keep imagining like every room. You know what I mean? It's like I just keep thinking of that, and it's just I gotta try to get my mind off of that. The mind is a horrible thing sometimes. It doesn't let you've got to like not think of things, and I have a really hard time. Oh, really, Sarah? Difficult crocheting clothes, because you can crochet anything. Yeah. So what do you like to wear that's crochet? Do you wear bandanas? You can wear, I'm going to crochet. I think what I'm going to do, I made one. I just haven't showed you guys. And I did it in rainbow colors. I did a headband. And in my mind, I'm thinking I might do like a set of three different styles of headbands, like have them different, stitches, different designs, but maybe offer three in a bundle in my Etsy shop of three different styles of not bandanas, headbands. And then of course I could make a pattern bundle for that and stuff. So that's in my mind. Oh, Gilded Age. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I have started watching Animal Kingdom, and that's been really entertaining. I know. Yeah, I just imagine every single room, like the fire getting to every single room, and I never think of like the material things of it. It's the structure, because that when we saw our first house up there, when we went to buy our house in like 2003, that was the first house we saw, and we fell in love with it. We absolutely fell in love with the first house we saw. And it wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything like super expensive or fancy or updated. It was kind of not updated. And it just had a lot of storage and a lot of little cubbies and a lot of little, Sophie's room had these old wooden sliding doors for the closet, like really cheap doors, the particle board doors. Hello, Aspen. Oh, nice. In white. Nice. And so we painted them with chalkboard paint. And then they had all these little cubbies in the hallway that we would store all the like blankets and stuff. And those were really cute. And then I'm remembering like every little bit part of it and knowing that it's just gone. Like all those homes are gone. All my friends' homes are gone that we went into and played cards in. And it's just, I can't get it out of my mind. It's really like making me sad. I'm just trying not to think of it, but I keep going back to it. It's so aggravating. Yes. Yeah. So Bree, yeah, just what I said. Go onto Etsy. Are you able to go onto Etsy and look at prices? Yeah, so go on and see what other people are selling their blankets for. So just look, you'll see people selling their blankets with Barnett blanket extra yarn. So what you want to do with anything is, you want to look at the price of your yarn. How much did you pay for your yarn? Number one, you want to get your yarn cost. And then you want to say, okay, what should my time be worth? Is it $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $12 an hour? And you've got to look at, are you going to be shipping this, Brie? Are you going to ship it? Because you have to figure how much this thing is going to weigh to ship. So you always want to cover your materials, number one. So Brie, look how much it cost you to get all of that yarn and to make it. How many days did it take you to make it, or hours? And look at, are you going to be shipping this? Are you going to be shipping it? And how much is it going to cost to ship it? How much does it weigh? What are you going to ship with it? You know, things like that. So I would suggest for you to go onto Etsy and just search up exactly what you're going to be selling. Look what they're selling theirs for, and look at like 5 or so different people's listings of items that are similar to yours. And they could be, one could be selling it for 100, one could be selling it for 200, one could be selling it for 150, one could be selling it for 125. And you just want to price it in around theirs. Yes, if you are under 18, I believe it is, we don't need to know that. We don't need to know that because we want you guys to stay safe. So never, if you're under 18, we just don't want to know that. Thank you guys. Yes, hit that thumbs up while you're here. While you're here, if you like what you see, just hit the thumbs up. All right, my AC is not kicking in. Hello, I don't. No, I don't. But I do sell my patterns. So you could buy my patterns online on my Etsy shop, but nothing that's physical items. I just sell in the US. I've got to try to click my AC on again. It's not popping on. And I've got my fan on, but that's not hitting either. It's funny, if I didn't want this fan on, it would be blowing. If I came in here to pack an order and I didn't want to hear the fan blowing, it would come on. All right, now I've got that song in my head from that movie. All right, so we are gonna go see, I don't know, I think it's 28 years later or something like that. Sophie wants to see that movie. I wanna see F1 with Brad Pitt. I think I missed that. I think that came out last week and we ended up not going to the movies last week because she was busy. Anybody seen the new F1 movie with Brad Pitt? That's on my list of things to see. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so my patterns, you can buy those anywhere. And I have free patterns, guys, in my bio. I have a couple of free patterns and I'm going to be making more free patterns. And if you look in the description of my latest vlog or that mesh tutorial for this poncho, the pattern is free in the description. And I think we're gonna go out for our salad, although she did say that there's a shop in town. We used to go to it, but then we stopped going to it. It's a little restaurant, it's a salad sandwich place. And she said that they have the Dubai chocolate with the strawberries with some Dubai chocolate stuff on it as a dessert. So we might try that. Salem, how are you? Good. Oh, I heard about that. Yes, I want to see that for sure. Absolutely. Is that out yet, or is it coming soon, or are they making it? And I think they're remaking, what is the other movie that they're remaking? I can't remember, something they're remaking. Oh no, oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that, Aspen. Oh no, oh that's sad. Yes, we're sorry. Oh, Aspen, I'm so sorry. Yes, we never know what life is. Aspen, you need some good mojo coming into your life. Have you gotten any closer to opening up like a shop or anything? Oh, really? Oh, awesome. I like that cow. Yes, so the cow, yes, I bought that. I bought that from someplace online. And then Gladys here in the comments made this one right here. I don't have too much up here because my air conditioning might leak at any moment. So I took off anything that is important for over here that people have sent me, and I moved them to a safe space over here. Oh, I'm so sorry, Aspen. Yes. Hello. So I'm trying to get something done. I've been slow moving this morning. I don't know why I've been slow, but I have been. I think I got on the computer. What I did was when I get ready to do my vlogs, it usually takes me like an hour to move all of my files from my phone to the computer. And I'm going to try every day to move the files from yesterday to my computer to my vlog folder every day, so I don't waste an hour on Saturday on my editing day moving all of my files. So I've been doing that. So I haven't been wasting time. It's just that I did not get to any crocheting sort of before I came on here. Yes, Aspen. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, a cow crochet type items for the cow themed restaurant. Yes. Oh, awesome. Oh, good. Awesome. Is it that giant, am I thinking at the right place? Is there some giant ice cream place that's around you, Aspen, or am I thinking of California? Maybe I'm thinking of Barstow. We travel so much. I'm trying to think of where. All right, let me move this down a little bit. All right, I'm getting fuzz in my nose too. Oh, that's awful. Oops. I just went to pull my yarn and I pulled out all of my stitches. I felt them go brrr. There's the end of my little thing right here. So I'm using the I Love This Cotton right now. And this was my second skein. So I'm gonna see how many skeins of the I Love This Cotton it takes. My other ponchos, I was using a cake, and I have all that extra yarn from Maine. So I'm gonna be going through that and seeing what I can make for. Hello. Oh yes, crocheting. She did crochet pillows, case, and crocheted baby slippers. Fun. How are your allergies? They haven't really acted up that much. I know when the kitty left, we went through and was washing all the bedding because she forgot to bring the cat beds. So we took a bunch of blankets and comforters and put them on the floor in piles so they could get on them and feel, you know, like safe. And so we had to wash everything. And when I was washing and sweeping and cleaning up all the mess, that's the only day that I really had a stuffy nose. I was sneezing and from the cats, but when they were here, it wasn't bothering me. It's just cleaning up everything. But one kitty was in the laundry room and one kitty was in my husband's bedroom under the bed. He was just hiding under the bed the whole time. The creamery. Yes. Yeah, I think we've gone by that. I think we've gone by the creamery and another cow themed restaurant. Oh, cute. That is fun. That is super fun. I hope good things come your way, Aspen, because you've been dealt a lot of negative lately, and we want you to be thriving. How's your husband's hand? I didn't spend a lot of time. I didn't touch the kitty. Maybe a couple times I tried to pet him, but I stayed away from him because that's the one that bit my finger and sent me to the doctors with the infected cat bite. So I stayed right away from the kitty. I went in and I talked to him. I gave him some fresh water, some fresh food. I would like to go in and give him some fresh water. He likes that. He drank a lot of water, and I'd sweep because his cat litter would track all in that room. And so I'd go in and I'd sweep and I'd fix his little bed with his little toys, and I'd talk to him and clean out his kitty litter, and then I'd leave. I wouldn't put him on my lap or hold him or anything. But I've got fluff right now. I'm using the I Love This Cotton, and the fluff just seems to go right to my nose. I know, yes. Oh, Aspen. Anybody else go, try to blow the fluff off your nose? I'm gonna try to work through all of my cotton cakes that I have, especially that yarn that I brought back from Maine. And I think I have a couple cakes that are like one-off cakes. And I think what I'm gonna do is just do a row or two in one color, cut it, switch in another color, switch in another color. I've done that before and they come out really, really pretty. So I think I'm gonna do that. I wanna go through that entire, I'm looking at it right now, that big tote of yarn that I've showed you guys. I wanna go through that and make a bunch of these cotton ponchos. I wanna try that cotton yarn. Yeah, never used Hobby Lobby yarn. Do you have a Hobby Lobby near you? The closest one to me is in Las Vegas, and that's like over 2.5 hours away. But I only buy, only buy it when it's 30% off. Every other week, their yarn is 30% off, so don't buy it unless it's on sale. And then some people say that they have huge clearance sales. The rumor is we're supposed to get a Hobby Lobby in town this year. The building is being built. We just have to, there's no signs up or anything. So we're just waiting, and I'm really, really, really hoping that it's a Hobby Lobby. That'll give me one extra place to buy yarn. Not that I bought a lot of yarn. I'm trying, this whole year, I'm trying to use up my yarn. Anybody else trying to use up their yarn? I know, I know. I'm always going, I always try to blow the fluff from my nose. It's like, why are you going straight to my nose? I remember my mom used to smoke, and when I was a kid, when I was eating at the kitchen table, the smoke would always come right to me, always. And I'd go, oh, I know. I hope we get a Hobby Lobby here. I really, really do. That'll be one more place. Okay, this is skein number 2. So let me show you how far I've gotten with 2 skeins for this poncho. So that's pretty good. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 rows, and I think I do like 25, 26 rows for these. So I'm gonna open my 3rd skein here. And what I like to do is whenever I'm working on a project, I keep it in some sort of little plastic container. That way, if I'm on my bed or if I'm sitting in a chair, I can put it on the floor and my yarn isn't on my floor or my bed. And then what I also do is I always keep the wrappers that I've worked through until I'm at the end of the project. That will let me know how many I've worked through. So I don't throw these away until I'm done with the project, and then I can say, okay, I used 3 of these, or I used 4 of these, or whatever. So that's 2 tips that I have. And plus, when I'm working on it, so I will take this wrapper off and I'll just stick it right in here. So these wrappers are here, and then what I do sometimes is put a paper clip on here to clip them all together in here until I'm done the project, because who knows, maybe I'll need a 4th one. And then when I'm working on this, I just go like this. I just throw everything in here, and that way I can just have everything here with my hook, my yarn, my labels, everything's all together in one spot. No. Oh, really? Oh, it'll make it less fluffy? I have never heard of that. No more tears. I've been listening to Ozzy Osbourne this morning. I'm like enthralled with Randy Rhoads right now. I'm trying to listen to all the Randy Rhoads stuff on YouTube because it's so intriguing to me, that whole story. Very sad for him. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I have some that I bought. Let me get them. I'll show you from the dollar store, and they're good for big projects. I bought these at the dollar store, and these are really, really good if you're doing really big projects, like a bunch of granny squares or something like that. And then they're stackable. So just some lightweight plastic containers from the dollar store. Absolutely. And that way you can just put it on the floor if you're sitting at in a chair or something, and that way your yarn is not on the floor. I have all kinds of different plastic containers. I love everything at the dollar store. Everything at the dollar store, yeah. So I just put my plastic containers on the floor, and that way my yarn isn't on the floor, everything's all together. And then when I'm done with it, I can just stuff it in that plastic container and move it around easily. Oh, really? Dawn Felder's daughter. Who is that? Has done many musicals with my daughters. Oh, really? Who is Dawn Felder's? No more tears. Like I said, I knew he had passed, but I didn't know what the exact thing was. And ever since I watched that documentary, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, hello, Pablo. Is one of the Eagles guitarists. Oh, really? Really? One of the ones that is still alive? No more tears. I remember, how many of you took guitar lessons as a child? I took guitar lessons. Acoustic guitar. Acoustic is acoustic, right? Am I saying that right? Acoustic guitar. And I remember it would make these cuts in my finger, and the strings would catch on the calluses and the dried skin on my fingers. I didn't like it. I love playing violin though. I learned to play the violin a few years ago. I haven't practiced in years. And I used to play church hymns on the violin. And it was so easy and so fun. And I was pretty good. I really, really was. I mean, I could play the songs that I knew very, very easily. Much more easier than the piano. A million times easier than the piano. But I've been I got so busy with crochet in the last few years that I quit my lessons and I haven't been practicing, and I've lost, I've lost all of my talent. That is cool. That is so cool. And she said she, what was it? The Buck Owens, somebody knew, was it Buck Owens or something like that? I know, musicals with my daughter, that is so fun. Was it that he lived in that town? How did you get him to do the musicals? How did they get one of the Eagles to do the musicals? Oh, your brother designs and builds guitars and violins. He teaches as well, but I've never learned. Oh wow, he does violins too. So Sophie had first we bought Sophie a really cheap one from Etsy, like a $40 or eBay or wherever. We bought her like a really, really cheap violin. And then she took lessons for a year, so we had her pick out a violin from the violin store that we have in town. And then she stopped playing, and then I picked it up and I started playing, but her violin was so like piercing in my ear. I'm like, Sophie, would you mind if I upgraded to a different violin? And she's like, yes, I don't care. I'm not going to play violin anymore. So I upgraded to a Romanian violin, and it just has a different sound in the violin because of the wood that it's made with. It's made from wood from the Romanian forest. And I just love the sound of it. Absolutely love the sound of it. Oh, his daughter did the musicals. She lived here in the back. Oh, fun. Yes. We forget that they're real people with daughters and things. And kids in school and stuff like that. Yes, awesome. That is so cool. Oh, he's one of the ones that quit, correct? He's the one, he's one of them that used to be in the Eagles, and then he's not in the band anymore, correct? Has made, oh nice. Oh fun. Oh, your mom's creative these days. Oh fun. That is so cool, Dee. How are the fires in your area? I've seen them on the news too. And then Salem said that they've got fires in Idaho. This fire is now threatening the town of New Harmony now. Aspen, look out. Our fire is probably heading up to Beaver as we speak. Can you see the smoke from Beaver, from the Pine Valley fire, from the Foresight fire, Aspen? Aspen's only like, how many hours are you away from me? Can't remember. Maybe 4? Yes, he's the one that quit. Yes. Oh, you can see the fire. Yeah, the smoke. The smoke, I mean, not the fire, the smoke. Yeah, so now it's threatening New Harmony. So I think, oh, really? That's it? It's the other side of, I know we've got to go through Cedar, and then I think after Cedar, you're the next town, right? After Cedar. I know, I can't do this. I can't do whatever you guys do with the thumb and the this and that. I can't do it. It hurts just holding it like that for a second. Yes, Idaho, Washington, Oregon. Yes, yep. Hello, Sherry. How are you? No more tears. Now, I've got Ozzy Osbourne in my mind. I like 80s Ozzy Osbourne. I like anything with a beat. It has to have a beat. I know, I cannot do that. Like your mom made the whole fit and yarn with me. Oh, cute. Oh, nice. Elastics. Oh, fun, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. That is so fun. I'm making one of these ponchos. And this is going to be listed in my Etsy shop as soon as it's done. So, of course, it's upside down because you work from the neck. You work from the neck down. So what I did was I just took my easy peasy poncho pattern and I'm just making it lighter. And it's just so fun and easy. So it's a poncho. It's going to be like this, but it's going to be in black. And I'm using cotton yarn. I'm trying to use up all of my cotton yarn. So I have a whole tub of Tupperware, a plastic bin here that's full of cotton yarn, mostly cotton yarn. There are some cakes. What it is, it's my cakes from Maine, and so I'm gonna go through it maybe after this live is done because I'm not meeting Sophie until later. She's working right now and babysitting, and then we're gonna go out later to a movie. And so I think maybe I'll sort through some of this and separate my cottons from my acrylics because I like to keep my cottons and acrylics separate. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I will put my cakes where my acrylic cakes are, and then I'll put them in the cotton where the cottons are. Thank you, Mary. Yes, Crystal. So my Etsy shop, if you go to my homepage, there is a link in my bio. It's Melody Yarn Tinka on Etsy. My Sherry amour. Thank you, Donna. Love it in the black. Yeah, it'll look so nice in the black. And like I said, let me show you some of the, what I'm talking about here. All right, so I have this big cake and have all of my scrunchies. I think I'm gonna try to rework my scrunchie listing because my scrunchies are just not selling. And I have just a whole thing of scrunchies that are still here. All right, let me move this here. This is my virus shawl that I was working on. All right, so this is the plastic container from Maine. So it's about this size. And let's look at some of the cotton yarns. All right, so this one is a sugar wheel. So this is Hobby Lobby yarn because there's a Hobby Lobby in Maine that, well, it's 2 hours away. But when we go into town, not in town, close town, but when we make the big trip to the bigger town, that's where the Hobby Lobby is. And so I will have Hobby Lobby in this because it's a Hobby Lobby store in Maine. All right, so this is a yarn bee sugar wheel cotton, and it's called Sprinkles on Top. That is cute. So I'm gonna have to make a poncho out of this. No more, may wanna look at your shop? Yes. I'm in the United States. I only ship in the United States, but if you're buying patterns, you can buy those all over the world. Oh, and I have three cakes of this. Yes. All right. This is gonna be a poncho. All right. And it's all the same color, sprinkles on top. Nice. So I have 3 of these. I'm gonna make a poncho out of this color. That'll be really good, especially for Pride too, to have like rainbow. I love rainbow. Anything rainbow I love. Anything colorful. Okay, so I also have, all right, I have this cake that it looks like it fell apart. No, maybe I bought it this way. Or maybe I started to use it. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's kind of messy. It might have been bought like that because sometimes when you're at the store, this is what the cakes look like. And this is Yarn Inspirations Karen Cotton Cake. And this color is Sunset Dreams. So I have this, and it looks like it's more like a twisted yarn, you know, when the yarns are kind of twisted. But I don't see another one like this. So I don't know if I have a cake number 2 of this. But what I do have is, no, that's not going to match. So maybe what I will do is I will make a shorter poncho. Maybe I'll make like a half poncho out of this, unless I can find something that goes with this. Maybe I can add in, if I have some cotton yarn that's white, maybe I can add. Anyway, I have one cake of this, and this is, all right, so this is 530 yards. So I'll have to look at the yardage that I need for the poncho. But maybe I'll start one and see how far I get with this. And if I have anything similar in texture, maybe I'll cut it and do sections of this. All right, and all right, some other yarn that I have is, all right, I have one cake of this, which again is the same thing as a cotton cake. It's more of that twisted type of yarn. And this one is called Blue Hawaiian. And then I have this yarn. Has anybody used this? This is Karen, this is the Ripples. Karen Cotton Ripples cake. So this one is kind of a different texture too. So I don't know if these two would go together. I think the texture might be different. So I don't know if I want to mix these together. I think the colors, if I did alternating rows of these, would be okay, but I'm not sure about the different texture of the yarns. I don't know if they would match. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these. Unless I find, maybe if I go to Michael's and I find that same brand, maybe I'll buy one more. All right, this is really, really beautiful. I wish I had another one of these. I might have another one of these in my stash here. This is like the cream one that I made. It's the Comfy Cotton Blend. And I really love this colorway. It's called Flower Garden. That is really, really, really pretty. I like that. Good with purple pastels, yes. Sugars and cream, yep. I really like this. That's really pretty, but I only have one. So I'm gonna see how far I get with one. All right, and then I have, this one is a mandala. This I can mix in with, if I'm doing any type of like virus shawl or a poncho with black and whites and grays, I could probably mix that in. I only have one of these. That's the problem when you, okay, so I have a ton of this. This is the mandala chimera. So I'll have plenty of that. I think that was on sale. Okay, I have one of these. This is called Honey, it's homemade. And this is another sugar wheel, cotton sugar wheel. I like those colors too. I just wish it was the same texture as some of these other colors. One skein. I know, I wish Walmart would step it up. I really do. This is the same yarn as this, just a different colorway. Very, very, very soft. So maybe I will find something in my stash here that will go with that. All right, I've got a mandala cake here. This is called, I want to say it's, oh, this is Fairy. This is called Fairy. I've made a shawl in this before. So this is like this is one of the mandala cakes that I would use for a virus shawl. Oh, this is the same one. I put it back in. I was gonna say I have another one, but it's the same one. I just stuck it in here. Okay, and this is, oh, actually have two of these. So that's perfect. I love it when I have two. So I have two of these Fairy ones. I know, yes, those are the jumbos. Sometimes you can buy the jumbos, and they were on sale, so I did. All right, this is another, all right, this is called Gourmet Garnish. I think what I was gonna do is make boho tops with these, and I just never got around with it. So I have this. This I could see going with this. If I alternated, if I did a couple rows with this, and then went to here and back and forth, I could see these two together very easily. So I'm gonna have to try to mix these together. That's the purple that I keep touching. Okay, this is Unicorn. I know I've used this for Unicorn. I know what this yarn is. Doesn't have the wrapper anymore, but I know that's my leftover from a Unicorn, the Unicorn color. All right, I have this left over. I don't know what I made with this, but I would probably not want to use this yarn at all. That looks like it would be very pretty, but messy. I don't know what the heck I made with this at all. Yes, yep, yeah. I really love, see, if you go to Hobby Lobby, that's where you find all these other pretty color yarns. All right, so, and then I have more mandalas. The whole bottom of this tub is filled with those mandala cakes in the Chimera. So I've got to get working on that. Okay, this was one of my favorite yarns to use. This is the mandala, Lion Brand mandala, tweed stripes. I absolutely love tweed stripes. I made all kinds of virus shawls out of this yarn. So this one is called Wishing Well. I love the tweeds, absolutely love the tweeds. This is Wishing Well. Either a 3 or a 4. Usually they're 4s. And then this one is called, I think it's called Vintage. This one's called Vintage, so I can mix and match this together and make a virus shawl or a poncho or something. I'll just do a row or two of this, row or two of that, row or two of this, row or two of that. That would go together very nicely. And then I have one more, and this is Vintage. So I have two of the Vintage. I have two of these, and look how different they are. Same yarn, same colorway, but it's just totally different color combinations, but those will go together very, very well. Yes, headbands would like very pretty, yes. And I think I'm going to do the headbands in cotton, because I think that would be better for your hair than acrylic. You could use that for hair scrunchies. The fluffy yarn, this one, yeah, I could. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea. Use that up. Okay, so that is it. And then the rest of these gigantic, look at the size of these cakes. These are bonus bundles. See how big? Bonus bundle. And they're huge. So these are like 2 regular skeins. The bonus bundles. They're like buying 2 skeins in one. They're huge. They're the size of my head. And this tote is full of them. All right, so I have tons of that. So I'm gonna be working through this whole container. All right, let me put some of this yarn back. I gotta organize it too. So I wanna move this with my other cotton. Again, this is acrylic, so I don't like my cottons and the acrylics together for some reason. So I've got to go through this and sort of organize and reorganize my yarn that's here. This is my main yarn, and my husband wanted less of my yarn stuff there because I bought yarn to work there, and then we sold our house, and so it's just been in containers. So he's like, I'm gonna bring some of your yarn back so he can use it up. They do, they absolutely do. And you don't have to worry about breaking and, you know, adding on. Just you make one poncho out of the whole thing, or fiber shawl. I can make one fiber shawl out of that whole thing and not have breaks. And the colors will flow because you're not changing into a new skein. So it's really convenient. Oh, puzzle yarn. I have never tried the Premier puzzle yarn. Third skein. Oh, not even close to done. Yes, I've heard the star blankets. How big are you making it, Sherry? I've never tried the star blanket yet. If I made one, it would be to sell for sure. I would not keep it because I don't have room for blankets. Now that I'm keeping all of these ponchos to wear to church and shrugs, I have this huge pile in my closet of my crochet stuff. And I don't have, like, I just don't like a full closet. I like empty space. So I've got to get something to keep like all of my crochet clothes in now. Yes, to wrap around you fun. I need to try virus shawl. You haven't made a virus shawl? I'll try a bonus, but yes. Oh, they're so nice and easy. Yeah, I've got one started over here in the, this is my favorite yarn to use, is the Red Heart Roll with it, the Melange Red Heart Roll with it. This is Showtime. Very pretty, but any cake will do. Want it to be big? Yes. Yeah, I've heard that those can get really, really big. Salem, did you make a star blanket? Or Aspen, did you make a star blanket? Who on here? Seems to me someone was making a star blanket, and I cannot remember who that was. Who was making a star blanket? I know, yes. So a lot of the time on the, if you buy yarn that's sort of like this, a variegated yarn in a cake, I don't even worry about the dye lots because they're all gonna be different. Like every time I buy cakes like this, they're always different. Sometimes they're more blue, sometimes they're more orange, sometimes they're more green, sometimes they're more gold. I don't even worry about it. If I'm making a shawl or a big project, I just connect it. I don't color control. I just let it do its own thing. But if I am buying, hello Dagmar, how are you? If I am buying like a solid color, say to do a pocket shawl, whether it's sage green or navy blue or black, not black, but browns or any color where it's solid, then you definitely have to check your dye lots. But usually on the variegated, you can get away with not checking your dye lots because the color is always changing. Hello from India. We're getting so many people from all over the world on here today. Welcome in. That star blanket was, oh, you used it for your purse. Oh, nice. Just made a little baby star. No more tears. Yeah, so after this live, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna see about sticking that yarn up in my bookshelves here. Deborah's leaving me feedback. Thank you, Deborah. How are you doing, Dagmar? Hot? Yes, it's hot here too. Yes. $0 of my own money on this blanket. Yes, that's the best. I am making a poncho. So this is the summer mesh poncho. This is a free pattern. The pattern's listed in my bio, and it's in the description of my latest blog and my tutorial for this pattern right here. You can see that poncho right there. I have a pattern for this, a tutorial for this on my channel, and in the description is a free pattern. It's on a PDF. Oh, nice. Dagmar, how hot is it in Germany? We've got a lot of cloud cover from the fire smoke here, so I'm glad. But it is hot. When I go out in the morning to give my birdies some water, it's hot. Oh my gosh, I messed up that corner. I have to go back. I have to go all the way back. Oh, this is the part of working on crochet on lives that I don't like when I mess up and I don't catch it until it's all the way to the other side. Don't you hate that? Why is it whenever we mess up, it's not like right there? It's all the way. It's all the way onto the other side. I have to go all the way back to where I started that corner. I didn't do the corner right. Darn it. And when I mess up on things like this where you're frogging, I always put like a stitch marker where I messed up, and that way it's easy to find. There it is. Look at that. The first place that I started the new row. Yes, I don't like that at all. Ah, it's just so much wasted time. All right. I didn't put my corner there. All I needed was to put my corner. I know, I don't like the heat either. Yes, it's really hot in New Jersey. Use a swimsuit cover up. I'm a swimmer, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be perfect for just, you know, putting over your swimsuit. I think I'm going to use like the cakes that I only have like one cake. I'm gonna make like a crop top poncho. I think that would be cute, especially for summer. Coffee in your Etsy, do you still have them? I do. I probably I forgot to activate it because I had taken off all my physical products. I'm gonna make myself a note to look for that because I was just overwhelmed last week. So I took all of my physical products off, but left my digital products for people to order. So I will check and see if, unless I sold out, I'll have to check if it's sold out or if I just forgot to activate it. I know. Super hot. Yes, it's very hot here. Super hot. It's over 100 here. It's over 100 and it's just really hot. It's really hot in London. Yes. When we went to London, we were so cold. Freezing. We went in May and every day it was snowing or pouring rain or snowing and so windy and cold. And then we went to Paris for 3 days. And the only day that it was nice and sunny, we had scheduled that day to spend at the Louvre. So we were underground in the museum. And all the other days were just freezing. Or I remember in London, it was pouring like so bad and it was so cold. And then like the next day it was snowing. It was really, really cold. But that was in May. Oh, she's in London now? What part? What is she doing? Just tour, just looking around? One, two, three. Wow, snowing in May. Yeah, we went and we spent 5 days in London and Paris. So we landed and we had 2 days in London, and that included the day that we landed. So we didn't go to sleep, we just started touring. So the first day in London, we walked around. The second day in London, we took a bus to the Stonehenge. And then we had to go on to the bullet train and go to Paris. And then we were 3 days in Paris, and it was freezing in Paris. We saw Paris for 3 days, and then we flew out of Germany. So we landed in London. And then at the end of the vacation, we had to fly out of Germany. That's why the whole trip was cheap, because we were flying in one destination and then flying out of another destination. And we just took the train to Germany and flew out of Germany. Yes, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it's true. Yeah. It was snowing. It was pouring. We had one sunny day in Paris. I remember that. One sunny day. And the Eiffel Tower only twinkles. What is it, 8 o'clock, 10 p.m.? Is it 10 p.m.? It only twinkles for like 10 or 15 minutes at a certain time at night, and that's it. The Eiffel Tower does not twinkle all the time. People think that, but it doesn't. Oh, in Scotland. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. No, so we did not bring warm clothes. I wore a pair of dress boots. So this was in the 90s. So you know when you had those dress black boots that sort of went to your ankles and you wore them underneath everything, jeans and dress pants or whatever, the little black, boots. They had a little heel to them, the leather boots, and they weren't very high, but you just wore them underneath dress clothes. I wore those, and I don't know why, but I took two different sort of rain jacket, wind jacket type lightweight things. So one was for rain, a rain jacket, like not a plastic rain jacket, but just sort of like a rain jacket combo lightweight jacket, and the other one was sort of a lightweight jacket. So what I did was I wore them together and I wore all of my sweaters. Like I took sweaters, and I think there was one day I had a turtleneck and a sweater and my two windbreakers on. Windbreakers is what I'm trying to think. Rain jacket, windbreakers on, all on together. And we have pictures. We have pictures at the Eiffel Tower, and I actually look like a snowman because I had so many layers on because it was so cold. I had like two wind jackets over one another, my sweater, my turtleneck, my rain jacket. Oh, hello from Brazil. Welcome in. Scotland is cold, evening in summer. Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, those black boots that we wore for everything. Under our jeans. I remember them just wearing under our jeans. That was what I would wear. Like that was my go-to all the time. Those little black boots that we just wore all the time. Did you shop over there? I usually don't do a lot of shopping. I'm not a shopper. I don't like to buy a bunch of stuff. So I remember what I did buy was two scarves, because I really like to wear scarves with my jackets or a dress or something like that. Something just ran. Oh, what is it? What the heck is that? It's underneath the oh, it's a huge squirrel. That huge squirrel that ate my cushions last year. I don't know if it's the same one, but that huge squirrel is back. I think I might have to take my cushions out of the patio. So I bought two scarves, and they weren't expensive scarves. They were just on the street. You know when you have the street vendors? I bought two scarves from Paris, not expensive ones. And then we bought like a t-shirt for each of the girls or something like that. And oh, I bought, when I was in London, when it was freezing and snowing, I bought two wool scarves. So I bought two wool scarves, and I bought two fashion like Paris scarves, because I like to wear scarves at church sometimes, and that's all I bought. My husband did, he said, would you like anything from like one of the expensive stores? And I said, no, don't need it. I know, yeah, I probably still have those black boots somewhere. All right, guys, it is 12 o'clock. I hope you enjoyed your hour with me, and I hope I inspire you at some point to crochet or keep crocheting or crochet some fun stuff. Have a wonderful day. I have. I don't think I wear any of my scarves that I make, but I have a scarf pattern, and I used to make scarves for my kids when they were little, like fun, fluffy scarves. All right, guys. Hello, Mia. How are you? I'm just getting off. Absolutely no yarn shopping in Paris. No. I would have to I pack light. I'm not a shopper. I don't buy a lot of stuff. But anyway, have a great day. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. See you next week.